All right, all right, all right. It is hump day, BB. How are we feeling, brother?
We are absolutely fired up. It's getting to be NFL playoff time with college football playoff with the new Tiger Woods Golf League starting up. New era of sports we're entering into on all realms, but we're fired up to get into it.
Yeah, I could not agree more. And a tale as old as time, though. We're talking about as much new stuff coming into sports. The Notre Dame media team is going to put on a clinic every single time. And I am more than excited to go ahead and get straight into the content today. Normally, I'm going to talk about what we're talking about all day, but I've got to hear this, and I've got to hear this and watch this right now, BB. Let's go see what Notre Dame did and put on a show.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Miami, this is where we hustle.
I mean, can these guys be
Hustling, every day I'm hustling.
Every week.
Every day I'm hustling. 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 Who you suckers think you're tripping with? Yes, I'm the boss. Send them 45, white on white, that's Rick Ross. My roof back, my money ride. I'm on the pedal, show you what I'm running like. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm.
Is it the year for the Irishman? Is it?
Oh, man. I'm not kidding. Marcus Freeman has got to play that before every single game. The way that the team comes out, they look electric. That means one thing. You got to be watching the social media squad go to work every single week. It's ridiculous, the heat that they've been putting out. I mean, man, if I'm the other team, I'm a little bit scared. Initial thoughts, though.
Next thing you know, you're on a highlight video. Every previous game they're eating, and they're on the highlights. Shout out all the love in the TikTok chat. K Muir, Drew, Mucinary, Gavin, Miller, Anita. We're already up to 400 likes in the TikTok. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Welcome to the show, fellas. Welcome to the show. And Anita, welcome to the show. I wish I got everybody's name that BB just mentioned, but hey, man, it's a beautiful Wednesday. Notre Dame just cooked something up. They got a big-time game tomorrow, and here we are reacting to all of it, celebrating a little bit of life today, BB. I mean, my goodness. Song choice, 10 out of 10. It doesn't get like, come on. And he heard him mention, hey, in Miami, we hustle. They in Miami with it. I mean, like, come on now. They had the Hard Rock Stadium. I'm sure somebody will be at the Hard Rock Casino. It's going to be jumping in Miami. And that game is tomorrow, BB. Notre Dame, Penn State. This is from the Pat McAfee show. Shout out to the graphic guys with that squad. But, man, this is a highly anticipated defensive battle. I'm going to be honest. Penn State, we got them winning, but if the social media team keeps doing what they doing in Notre Dame, it's hard for me to not choose the Irish. BB, Notre Dame favored by 1.5 points in this game. We chose the dog. Both of these fan bases are going to travel. These are huge alumni bases. This is going to be a game for the ages. And I am more than excited to watch this game, BB. How are you feeling about college football playoff edition week 3 jumping in with us tomorrow?
Honestly, can't wait for it. Didn't even realize it's tomorrow night already. That's huge. McAfee show is going to be on ESPN2 with their show. Haven't really tuned into one of those on the playoff side yet, but I might. Everybody on social media seems to love it. But the game, Notre Dame versus Penn State, I know in our perfect bracket we picked Penn State. But this Notre Dame team's on a tear. This is no Notre Dame team from the past couple of the years. I think these guys are legit. They went out there and, may I say, dominated Georgia from start to finish. Special teams, defense, offense did it when they needed to. They're a complete football team. Penn State's going to have to show up in a big way. And let's see if they can finally get – I mean, I guess they beat Boise in a playoff game. But and they beat SMU in a playoff game. But let's see if old James Franklin can get that big win.
This would be a huge win, not a big win. This would be gigantic for Penn State and for James Franklin. This is the sort of game, BB, where you need to see that top 5 pick, Abdul Carter. You know, people are projecting him high in the draft this year. I need to see it in this game right here. The other games are cool. The other games are fun. You got a lot of promise. You look explosive. Let me see what you do against a hard-nosed team like Notre Dame, because a lot of people normally say it's the SEC that's the closest to NFL. This year, it's Ohio State, it's Penn State, it's Notre Dame, and it's Texas. So this is the game where you can really show me, are you an NFL caliber player? Mr. Abdul Carter and Tyler Warren on the other side of the ball. That's a guy that you got to be excited to watch as well, BB.
I agree. Isn't he going to the draft as well, Tyler Warren?
I don't know. I mean, he should. He's Brock Bowers-esque. He's a pretty good
like
player. And then
go ahead.
What'd you say?
I was going to say, I feel like I've seen him on the mock draft sites, if I'm not mistaken. I know Drew Aller said he's coming back to college, but I feel like you mentioned, Abdul Carter, Tyler Warren, these guys that are declaring for the draft, show up. Let's see it.
Yeah. I mean, Notre Dame's, of course, got the full, complete squad. You know, Riley Leonard, is he throwing a bunch? No, but I think it was 3rd down against Georgia late in the game, he put it on his back and flipped over a Georgia defender to get that 1st down, and the sideline went bananas. That's the kind of team that's being coached by Marcus Freeman, who won Coach of the Year, by the way, BB, as of, I believe, yesterday, maybe today that even happened. So they got the Coach of the Year. They got this team firing on all levels. I need to see what they can do in a game like this one against Penn State. I'm excited for this one. And don't even get me started on the other game, because that one is going to be electric as well. Boom! And I'm excited to see
Maxie with the roses in the TikTok chat with a 30-bomb rose gift. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Max, for the roses.
That alert comes in pretty key. He says, is that Charlotte in Key's background crooked or what?
Dang it, dude. Woo! Yeah, it is. It most certainly is. How did he snipe that from this view? This guy, he is up in it like this. Looks about 4.5 degrees off.
We're up to 2K likes on the TikTok. Shout out Max. Shout out Max. Huge man.
Appreciate you, Maxie. Hey, drop in the chat, Max, who you got in this one? Penn State, Notre Dame. I assume you're not going with the Big Ten team, but I'd like to see it in writing, sir.
He picked Georgia over Notre Dame. Ate his words with that one.
He's been eating a lot. He's been eating a lot of words. He's getting chunky over there.
We'll see where he goes next. Morgan Neal joins the TikTok chat. Morgan Beard, I should say. You might need to change that TikTok name there, Mo. Appreciate ya.
Welcome to the show, Miss Morgan Beard. All right.
He's going with Penn State.
He went Penn State.
Went Penn State.
You got to respect a man that can admit when he's wrong. You got to respect it. Listen, I had to eat crow this year. Jaden Daniels has been a special player. And we're going to get into our favorite quarterbacks left in the NFL playoffs here in just a sec. But, yeah, I mean, I got Penn State. You've got Penn State. We've all got Penn State. Notre Dame is going to put up one heck of a battle. The over-under is at 44, which means it's expected both teams are going to score right around 22 points. That's a pretty low expectation. I mean, I feel like, you know what I mean? I'm going under. I'm probably going under on this.
He also drops a little message in there and says, "Give me Texas." Ooh.
He knows better than that. He knows better than that. Speaking of that game, BB, Quinn Ewers is playing his own squad, his old squad in the Ohio State Buckeyes. The Ohio State Buckeyes have been running hot, beating both opponents in the college football playoff by double digits. Texas is coming in not as hot, but maybe with a more of a chip on their shoulder. It's been really loud there in Texas, but the fact that they haven't whooped up on Clemson, didn't whoop up on Arizona State. People could be saying Texas is going to get rocked in this game. I'm not saying that. I actually think it's going to be a pretty good game. But BB, before we make official picks on that one, which we'll do tomorrow, let's get a clippable moment here of what we think is going to happen in the Notre Dame versus Penn State game tonight at 7:30.
I like it. I like it a lot. Let's see. Dude, we picked Penn State, so I got to roll with us, right?
Got to. Hey, real quick, before you make picks.
Every day I'm hustling.
Dude, that's what I'm saying, man.
Miami, this is where we hustle. Every day I'm hustling. 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 Who you suckers think you're tripping with? Yes, I'm the
That
boss.
strip sack was so huge, dude.
That was gigantic.
I mean,
I'm
so
not
that-
kidding, BB. Real quick,
Max
look at
says,
some of the
never
shots.
mind. Max says, never mind Notre Dame after, I guess he wasn't here for the video.
Oh, he missed it. Oh, Max, you gotta. We'll watch it from right here. Look at some of these, like some of the video shots that they got of the game are elite.
This is where we
God, dude, their media team is undefeated.
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm
One right
hustling.
before the coin flip one is sick.
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Who you suckers think you're tripping with? Yes, I'm the boss. 745, white on white, that's Rick Ross.
That's Rick Ross.
Rick Ross.
My money ride. I'm on the pedal, show you what I'm running like. Every day I'm hustling. 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 Every day I'm.
Goodness.
Dude, it's not even that they have a really good defense too. I mean, Xavier Watts is supposed to be a late first, early second. I know on that one draft website we use, he's like in the 70s, but I was looking at another. He's supposed to be a late first, early second round pick. Xavier Watts. They have Benjamin Morrison, supposed to be a first round pick. And on offense, man, they have Jeremiah Love, who we've talked about before. I do not know the backup QB or backup running back's name, but the announcers are saying he's also elite and would start almost anywhere else in the country. And then at receiver, not familiar with Notre Dame. Don't know all the names. But I do know they have Bo Collins, the transfer from Clemson, who's the big body receiver. And they have that other, he's a light-skinned guy, slot receiver, and they say he's a star on the lacrosse team. So, I mean, their offense, like, they have two good receivers, two good running backs, a good defense. And Riley Leonard, although he didn't do it through the air last game, he did it with his legs. So, obviously, he can do both. And Max LaCroix, another 30 rows. He says, that's how I feel after that video. Appreciate
Let's
it.
go, Maxie. Appreciate the roses.
Let's go. Appreciate the rose.
Is his name Jordan Faison?
That sounds familiar. The running back?
No, I think he's the wide receiver that you're talking
Oh,
about.
maybe. Is he like number 6, maybe? Something like that? Single digit, I think. All right, Bunker.
Jordan Faison.
Okay, he said Max says Jordan Faison is the lax guy. Yeah, that guy was cooking, man. He was cooking.
Yeah, he's been putting on a clinic. Okay, I'm gonna let you finish up. Who's your official pick?
official pick, although it does pain me to say it, to go against the perfect bracket. After what I've seen from the Notre Dame team the past couple of weeks, they seem like the more complete team. If Penn State can show up like they did in the Big Ten championship against Oregon, putting up close to 40 points, if not 40 points, and then their defense showing up how they have been all season, I could see them having a chance. But this Notre Dame team has shown it to me in the playoffs against quality opponents, against Georgia. They can do it on both sides of the ball. Give me the Fighting Irish.
Okay. You can. I refuse, BB. I refuse to break the perfect college football bracket. It's fun. It's cute. The social media videos are awesome. And it's a great football team to stand behind them. But Penn State has Abdul Carter, a game breaker. Penn State has Tyler Warren, the best tight end in the game. Penn State is way more sound in the front seven on both sides of the ball. They're going to be able to run the rock. Georgia couldn't run the rock. I'm going to go with Penn State in this game, the Big Ten battle football here. And I believe Penn State Nittany Lions are going to roll their way to their first national championship in God knows how long. Give me the Nittany Lions. This one's going to be a lot of fun, though. I cannot lie. That one could be even better than the other game that we've got coming up. But these aren't the only playoffs happening right now, baby. This week, the NFL begins their playoffs. And I wanted to get from you, we talked a little bit about it yesterday, but who are your favorite quarterbacks left in the NFL playoffs?
We going top five?
Yeah. Let's do it again. Who are your top 5 quarterbacks left in the NFL playoff?
Number 1 and 2, pretty easy for me. 1, Josh Allen. 2, Lamar Jackson. After the top 2, that's where things get a little bit more interesting. Let me think about this. Should have prepared a list, but I didn't. But it shouldn't be too hard. Still, with his resume as of now, I know he's had a down season, but you still can never count him out. Especially in playoff time. Number 3, give me Patrick Mahomes. My 4th best quarterback left in the NFL playoffs. Give me I'm going to trust him. Give me Justin Herbert as my 4th best quarterback left in the NFL playoffs. 5th, this is where some people's feathers are going to get ruffled. 5th best quarterback left in the NFL playoffs. I'm going to go the rookie, 2nd overall pick. Give me Jaden Daniels and the Commanders to upset the Buccaneers in round 1.
Love it. If that's going to ruffle a couple people's feathers, I cannot wait for them to hear mine. Lamar Jackson is number 1, BB. He's the best quarterback in the league. He's going to be the MVP, especially if he can take this team on a playoff run, which I think he can. Josh Allen is number 2. We talked about it yesterday. He's an MVP candidate. He is probably the most valuable guy to his team. You take Josh Allen off of that roster, and they will be hanging out with the rest of us with podcasts and such like that. Josh Allen is carrying this squad. Jaden Daniels is number 3 on my list. He has been hooping. And the fact that I'm calling him number 3 says a lot because I didn't think that he was going to be worth a squat in the NFL. He has proven me and a lot of other people wrong. Jaden Daniels is number 3. Number 4 is Jaden Daniels' opponent, Baker Mayfield. He has been dealing for the past 2 seasons. People counted him out. But he just so happened to continue to be a dog. And I think that him and Mike Evans is a special connection with Jalen McMillan coming up as well. I mean, Baker Mayfield has been doing his thing all season long and willed this team into the playoffs. And then, of course, like you said, fifth, Patrick Mahomes is still on the list. Even in a down season, Patrick Mahomes is going to show up in the playoffs in the way that no other quarterback on this list is going to. So he stays on the list, and I could see him climbing through the playoffs. I'm nervous, man. The thing about Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs is that they all season long, all career long, they have just found a way to win. It's a little bit ridiculous.
Give me 2 seconds.
Okay. I mean, I cannot see the TikTok chat right now. I can try and pull it up, but Max, who are your is Jaden Daniels your number one QB? Let's see what we got here. Let's see if I can get this thing yanked up. Yes, I can do it.
Sorry, dropped something. Didn't want Bunker to chew it.
You're good.
Max says, "Let's go." To the Jaden Daniels respect given out of the
Yeah, I mean, I gotta respect Jaden Daniels. I put it where it's due, dog. He's been hooping this year, so
Yeah, that's just the difference between us.
You're good.
This guy's a bark machine.
I
was
mean,
gonna
it's
say,
a little
Max,
puppy,
that's,
dog. You should bring him on. You should bring him on camera soon.
That's come here. That's
Maybe you
the
just want some
difference
camera
between
time.
that's the difference between us and Max. You know, we can admit when we're wrong. You know, we don't got to stay 10 toes down on our takes even when they're incorrect. Max says his top 5 is Lamar, Josh Allen, Jaden Daniels, Justin Herbert, and Baker Mayfield. I like it.
I'm
That's
trying to
respectable. That's
understand.
respectable. Top 5.
It's respectable, but where's Justin Herbert coming into play right now?
I mean,
Where have
they're
you
not
seen
a-
it this year, BB?
if you just watch, like they're not a very national televised team, but when they are, and I've been able to watch, this guy I'll say he throws the prettiest ball in the league. I mean, he throws simply lasers, and Lad McConkey has, I think, been better than anybody could have ever expected in his rookie year. He's been a straight up down. And
I agree.
I hope to see it in the playoffs as well. I think they do beat Houston in round 1. And like we've said, Kansas City down year, even though they're what would they go 15-2? Even though they're 15-2 and we're saying down year. The Chargers, they have a solid defense and a solid offense, solid run game. Maybe an upset in round 2. I don't know.
An upset in round 2.
It's hard to win an Arrowhead, though, man. It's hard to win an Arrowhead. Some would say borderline impossible. Yep. Borderline impossible.
These are the odds right now, BB.
Max says,
Chargers.
Justin. Oh, sorry to cut you off real quick, but Max says, reason he's going Justin Herbert, he's only thrown 3 picks in 17 games. Doesn't turn the ball over. He really doesn't.
I respect that. I mean, I'm not saying he's a bad QB by any stretch. I don't know. I like Jaden Daniels, and I mean, in terms of Max's list, I'm probably taking Mahomes over Justin Herbert. You know, like that. That's my 5th guy. I like the way Baker's played. Baker has won his team multiple games this year and was one of the best QBs fantasy wise for sure in the year.
Definitely
This year. So these are some of the odds, though, BB. The Detroit Lions have the best odds to win the Super Bowl this year. Fair.
I can see them getting there. I can see them getting there all day. All day. Are they going to win the big game, though? I just don't know.
It's hard for me. Dude, I don't know. For some reason, at some point throughout the playoffs, Jared Goff is going to cream himself.
Yeah, we saw him throw 5 interceptions in a game.
We did versus the Houston Texans in prime time.
That's more than Herbert threw all year.
It is.
That's crazy.
It's just hard for me to be like, I know it's going to happen at some point throughout the season, or throughout the playoffs, but the Lions absolutely need him to play just about perfect in order for them to win the Super Bowl. Like, their defense is great, defense is good, but that's an injured defense. So you cannot rely on that defense to just straight up win you every game down the stretch. They've had some great games without, Aiden Hutchinson, with all the injuries that they're dealing with. But it's hard to believe that the depth is still there through the playoffs if Jared Goff doesn't have a perfect game. And I have a weird feeling that some point throughout, Jared Goff might have a hiccup. I hope he doesn't, because, it's fun to watch Jared Goff in that offense when he is firing on all cylinders. But it's hard to believe that that doesn't happen at some point.
I feel like a lot of people are kind of sleeping on the Eagles. Like, the Eagles could very well beat the Lions and go to the Super Bowl for the NFC. Like, that run game is something statistically, it's something we haven't seen since Eric Dickerson in 40 years. Like, their run game is unstoppable.
Yeah.
And their defense, that doesn't mean their defense is bad. Like, they have a good defense as well. Good run game, good defense. Like, that's the key to success in football, is good run game, good defense. And that's what the Eagles have. I think people are sleeping on the Eagles. Like you mentioned earlier, they got the best player in the league running the ball. Like, let's not sleep on the Eagles.
I completely agree. And, Jason Kelce retired, but that's still top 3 offensive line in the game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then you flip to the other side. Yeah, you got a nasty defense. Not just like okay, not just good. That's a great defense.
Yeah.
They lock people up. They got absolute dogs in the middle. Jalen Carter is a demon. Like, they've got guys, all right? Like, 100%. That's going to be one heck of a game. If those two teams end up playing each other, Eagles, Lions, that's going to be a game.
That game's going to be nasty.
It's going to get nasty. And I love Saquon Barkley. I love Saquon Barkley. And you mentioned the run game, BB. Let's not forget they have a top 5 wide receiver on the outside, AJ Brown.
Yeah. Yeah. And a Heisman winner on the other side.
What'd you say?
And a Heisman winner on the other side.
Exactly. The best wide receiver, too, on the other side.
Like
The
Eagles are good.
The Eagles are very good. But let's have the Eagles go out in round 1. My God, Nick Sirianni is going to get it the nasty way. Man, Philadelphia will be going wild if Nick Sirianni loses to the Green Bay Packers. He better not. He had better not. I don't see any way that this does happen, though. Like, I talked about it yesterday. I love Jordan Love, and I've been he was one of the guys at the beginning of the season that I was really rooting for. The 3 guys, Kyler Murray, Bryce Young, Jordan Love. Those are the 3 guys that I was really rooting for, and the only guy who really delivered is the guy out of Carolina, Bryce Young. Jordan Love, he hasn't thrown an interception since I think week 11 maybe, but I don't know. It's just something about it this year has not been spicy. It hasn't been sexy for me.
Yep.
So I guess we'll see what they can do in that game.
Yeah, I agree with you there on the Jordan Love thing. Max says he's got future Super Bowl bets on the Ravens and on the Eagles, so one in each conference. If they both make it to the big game, boy, you're cheesing.
You're cashing one out and you're riding the other. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. AFC is an interesting side. 3 of the top 4 teams in terms of betting odds are all in the AFC.
I do have I have a question for you and Max in the chat. If you had to choose one of the teams, say like a long shot pick, starting from the Vikings and on in terms of odds, so plus 1,400 and up, who are you picking that could maybe win the big game?
That's a good one. I like that a lot. An underdog pick for the Super Bowl.
Underdog.
I know who Max's is. Mine is going to be the Los Angeles Rams.
Ooh.
With Sean McVay dialing it up, Matthew Stafford. Cooper Kupp, Puka Nakua. That defensive line on the other side, Braden Fisk, I believe, and then Jared Verse.
Yep.
Those guys are nice. Those guys are really good.
I like that.
Give me the LA Rams would be a dark horse on that NFC side. Like, look at this here. They're playing the Vikings first, then they got to play the Lions. It would be nasty road to get there, but if they can somehow upset both of these teams on the road, yeah, I got the Rams are my favorite pick as an underdog. Who's his Max's?
He says, got to be an NFC team. Commanders, they've already beaten the Eagles once, and hopefully the Lions lose. I would probably honestly pick. I got to go with my that said could upset in round 2. I'll go with the Chargers. Chargers is my long shot play. I guess we'll see. But I mean, same thing with the Chargers. If they want to do it, they got to go through a gauntlet. They're going to go through the Texans first. That's fine. And they're going to have to play the Chiefs in Arrowhead. If they get through that, they're most likely going to have to play either the Bills or the Ravens to get to the Super Bowl. So good luck. It'll be either at the Bills or in Baltimore. So good luck.
That's the thing about the Chargers, dog. And that's what sucks for teams like them is they're going to have they get lucky with Houston. So they get to go to Houston, won't be freezing. Then they go to Arrowhead. It's going to be 0 degrees. Book it. Then you got to go to Buffalo. Probably going to be snowing. Book it. Coming from LA, that's your route to the Super Bowl. My God, that is brutal. You saw what happened to Tennessee when they had to come up to Ohio. Like, it's
maybe Jim Harbaugh's got some maybe he's got some tricks up his sleeve. Get the boys rolling. I guess
Harbaugh might.
Get the boys rolling in the cold.
Yeah, coming from Michigan.
Yep.
You might have something for the boys.
I'm pumped for the NFL playoffs, man. Some good football is going to be played.
Absolutely.
Anybody
and that
can win
starts
any given week.
I think that starts Friday.
Wild card. They got a game on Friday? Or is it Saturday?
Maybe not. It's either Friday or Saturday. Saturday,
baby.
So our schedule for football this week starts tomorrow. Notre Dame, Penn State. Then after that, I believe Friday, you get Ohio State, Texas. Correct. And then you get Saturday is NFL kickoff. That's where you get the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Chargers versus the Texans. And then Sunday, Buffalo Bills, Packers, Eagles, Commanders, Bucks, and then Monday. So, I mean, we got some ball to watch, baby.
Hope you guys got your whatever sports betting app you use. Hope you got it loaded up, and hopefully you can go on a little 4 or 5 day streak here and keep stacking it every game. That's exciting. I'm excited. That
would be if people can start going a little betting bender, and just cash out. Don't do the crazy SGPs, Max. They don't cash.
Let's see. I wonder what you would be if you started with $100. If you just bet one game at a time and stacked your winnings. If you didn't lose for the next 5 days, what you'd be at.
You don't pull any money out and bet every game.
Bet every game. Maybe just one game per time slot, because I'm sure there's going to be some overlap on Sunday, maybe.
No overlap. There's not a lick of overlap starting tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, every game. Stack it up. See if you can predict every game for 5 days. That would be crazy.
Do some quick math. If you do spreads, it'll be about even. So 100 turns to 200, 200 turns to 400. That's after the Chargers Texans. 400 turns to 800 after the Steelers game. Going into Sunday, you got $800. 800 turns to 1,600 after the Broncos Bills. 1,600 turns into 3,200 versus the Eagles. And then you have one more game Sunday night, $6,400. $6,400. And if you cash out one more time, 12 G's. Almost 13 G's.
Off $100.
Oh.
Somebody's gonna do it. Somebody's gonna do it. Who's it gonna be?
He might be in our chat right now. You can turn 100 into 12 G's if you do it the right way.
That's crazy. Might be worth a shot. Might be worth a shot.
It might be worth a shot.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. Last thing we've got. Oh, we got to react. We got apparently BB Bo Nix posted one of the cleanest. I forget exactly what it said. Let's see exactly what it said. Bo Nix posted one of the hardest videos you will ever see on his Instagram to hype up the Broncos' first playoff game. Here we go.
It's been 8 years since the Broncos have been to the playoffs.
But unfortunately, the Broncos fall just short.
And unfortunately for the Broncos, they still have not clinched a playoff spot.
Ain't nobody trying to watch Bo Nix, a rookie quarterback, play.
Why not?
I think those retro unis are so clean, man. The white face mask.
Those teams. That horse is dope.
Dream
Need to put a
on.
horse.
Dream on.
I rock with it. Definitely makes you somewhat of a Bo Nix fan and a Broncos fan.
I mean, I like the little part, the little sports talk show they included in there with nobody wants to watch Bo Nix. Okay,
And
Bo.
cut them off.
Okay, Bo. Show us why you want to watch. I'll be watching. We got no overlap. I'll be watching.
I'll be tuned in.
Let's
I'll be
go.
tuned in. They're playing who they got?
Bills.
round one?
They got to go to Buffalo.
Damn, yeah, this is gonna be good ball. This is gonna be straight up good ball. I'm excited to watch that. Outside of football, though, BB, here we go. A new golf league founded by Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy.
Yep.
It's called TGL, Tomorrow's Golf League. They kicked it off yesterday, or they teed it off yesterday, and it was it seemed to be a pretty big hit. People were talking about it. It was a huge success. It's like it's a golf simulator, and they have a whole bunch of different holes, and you can change the green.
It's crazy.
You can change the terrain on the green, which is dope to match the hole. And it's like these guys were in here battling. DJ Khaled was in the building. It seemed like it was a big party. They're playing music. I heard him playing like Safe and Sound or something like that at some point. And Andre Iguodala was in the building as well. It seems like people are getting behind the TGL. Tiger Woods seemed to be loving it. It seemed like it was a great show out. It's alternate shot. Sorry about that. These were the teams last night. Matt Fitzpatrick, Ricky Fowler, Xander Schauffele, Cam Young versus the Bay Golf Club, who destroyed the New York Golf Club. Minwoo Lee, who did not play yesterday. Wyndham Clark, Ludwig Aberg, and Shane Lowry. It's like these guys are just having a good time. Shane Lowry went to tee one up, and I believe it was Ricky Fowler threw some form of a towel in front of him. It's just a good way for guys to have a good time, and it looks absolutely sweet. I I wouldn't mind playing a little bit of golf on one of those virtual courses.
Yeah, it looks it's honestly crazy how they built that. Like the rough around the green, like it shows you where to go drop your ball from like where it would have landed, so you can go chip even if you missed the green. And it's a completely different like look. Like we're used to like these guys being silent. Golf tournaments are silent. Like it was kind of like a live event, and like music was playing. Everybody was mic'd up. The people on the camera were talking to them. They were talking back. Tiger was chirping them while they're chipping. Like It was just like a completely different thing. It was pretty cool. Yeah, it was a little one-sided last night. The Bay Golf Club, Aberg, he's so good, dude. He's been a lot of people's pick to win the Masters this year. He started off drilling a birdie putt. Then like a couple holes later, he drilled like a 35-foot birdie putt. Like he was
Talking about Wyndham?
No, Ludwig Aberg. He was not missing. He was not missing. He's like a really young guy. And they were
Doesn't
talking.
he have like an interesting swing? Like, is that Aberg or am I completely missing that?
I mean,
Or does he have a pretty clean, normal swing?
it's like Tiger was talking about. He's like, he's one of the guys where he has zero weakness in his game. Like he's really young. Like this is only like his third year on the tour. And I remember Rory took him for the Ryder Cup last year, and everybody was like, "You're already taking this guy? Like he's so young, he's got no experience." And he showed up in the Ryder Cup, and Europe whooped the USA's booty. That's straight up what happened. So he's a dog. He showed it last night. But cool idea. Definitely be tuned in when Tiger's playing next week. That's going to be crazy. I'm sure the crowd's going to be quite a bit larger for that one as well. But yeah, cool idea. You know, it's cool. One time Ricky Fowler was he told Shane the putt was good. He was like, okay, like everybody on the TV knew it was good because they're mic'd up and you could hear him. But he's like, nobody else in the crowd knows I gave you this putt. So Shane Lowry started putting it, and then Ricky threw the flag down and stopped the ball, and the crowd was like, "What?" But he'd already conceded the putt. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
I love that. It's just guys, it's just showing their human side a little bit more. Man, when they're out on the golf course, like big tournaments, for good reason, they're trying to win a big purse. Like, they're locked in. You're not seeing much of the smiles. You're not seeing much of the joking around, the talking trash, none of that. I mean, it's like respectable game. Golf always has been, and it still is. But this is another outlet for people, for them to cater towards people like you and I who go out and just have a good time golfing. And it's not like we need to whip out rangefinders and map out every single bit of terrain on the golf course. We're just going out to have a good time. They're catering to you and me. I'm a big fan of TGL. Would you consider yourself to be a big fan of it as well?
I mean, yeah, first showing, I was tuned in. Definitely really interested to see where it goes and like how it all eventually plays out. But yeah, it's something that late at night, definitely turn it on, tune it in. It was pretty fun to watch. And dude, it was hilarious. They were talking to DJ Khaled, and once they cut away from the interview, they're like, "Yeah, we let DJ Khaled was on the monitor." Or was out here playing on the simulator earlier before the show, and like they have a bunch of monitors on the side. And they're like, yeah, we definitely had to replace a couple monitors once he got through because he was probably spraying balls left and right.
Dude, it's I love it. Just having a whole bunch of cool people out there, and of course, just like everything else, dude, DJ Khaled. I don't know why when I saw him on the TV for the first time, I started cracking up. Let's go golfing.
He said that at the end of his interview. Let's go golfing.
It's like, dude, get out of here, Khaled. The biggest, like, he's huge, man. He's awesome. He's an icon. I'll give it to him. But just like anything else with this thing, it's probably not. I mean, it's not a finished product. I'm sure even throughout this season, we'll see some changes. They're going to try and optimize and make it better for the viewer, for the guys playing. It's going to be a pretty cool thing, and it's not replacing anything. It's not replacing the tour. It's not replacing the Masters. Clearly, it's going to be Monday or Tuesdays, you know, where guys are one team plays. They're having a good time. They're still going to really compete hardcore come, you know, Masters time, come PGA Championship time, which is going to be here in Charlotte. We have a fun thing planned for that. I'm excited. I'm excited to get into that at some point here pretty soon. Just so you guys know, this show is just getting started. It's not, you know, falling off as the playoffs end and all these different things. We have some really cool plans. Are we going to be live every single day? Are we going to be live doing this exact thing for an hour? Maybe, maybe not. We might be coming out with some other types of content for you guys, but follow along because this is going to be an electric group and an electric duo moving forward. We're going to have some good friends on the show, have some good friends with the team here moving forward as well. So with that being said, really cool event. TGL is awesome. And I think that we're good to bounce, BB, if you are.
Yeah, good little short and sweet. Love it.
Love
Appreciate
it, man.
everybody,
All right, let's
showing
go ahead
love.
and shut this bad boy down. Appreciate you guys chilling with us. BB, you got anything juicy for us today to head on out with on this great Hump Day Wednesday?
Not really. You just gotta stay consistent. We were talking to our friend back at Rogue Media today. He said he's been doing his show for 3 years now. The first 2 years, saw almost nothing. He said in the third year, out of nowhere, one short changed it all. Over 2.5 million views. So you never know. Keep going. Anything can happen, and just do what you can control.
That's beast. I like that a lot. That's fire. I can.
You got it.
Yeah. All right, tick.
Boom.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Miami, this is where we hustle. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm hustling. Who you suckers think you're tripping with? Yes, I'm the boss. Said I'm 45, white on white, that's Rick Ross. My roof back, my money ride. I'm on the pedal, show you what I'm running like. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day.